All right, good morning, folks. Good morning. All right, let's get started. First up, let's look at the economic data. Oops. Okay, so we've got FOMC member Waller spoke early this morning, 4 o'clock a.m. Eastern. We've got unemployment claims came out as expected. Current balance came in worse than expected. FOMC member Bauman speaks at 9:55 a.m. Then at 10 a.m., we've got Powell testifying again today, so that should have some impact. Existing home sales come out at 10 o'clock Eastern, and CB leading index. We'll have natural gas and crude oil inventories, which shouldn't have much impact on the market. So basically, at 10 o'clock, starting about 9:55 a.m. Eastern, we're going to start to see some news coming out that should have significant impact on the market. All right, so let's jump to the stocks that were moving yesterday. All right, so NASDAQ overall yesterday was more bearish than bullish. As you can see, we closed down significantly lower than where we opened. So mostly bearish. And one of the stocks, however, that was moving great at first was AHI. This was identified yesterday morning in the pre-market pulse. And as you can see, had a really good move early in the session. Sorry, one second here. There we go. Had a really good move early in the session, taking it from $1.72 roughly to $2.55 a share. So really nice there. All right. Then let's look at some other stocks that also were on the radar. UCAR. This one went up to sorry. There we are. UCAR was able to jump from about 570 all the way up to $9 a share. This was identified by one of our members during the session. Then we had Starbucks, which was able to reach target number 2 of 102.22 and a high of 102.46 for the day. As far as Nvidia goes, this one was bearish. It was able to reach target number 1, 426.94. It didn't reach target number 2 of 418.88. It bottomed out at 420.80. Then next up, we've got T-Mobile, TMUS, which was able to reach target number 2 of 133.68 before reaching a high of 133.85. So good move there. Apple was more bearish than bullish. It reached target number 1 to the downside of 183.39, and then that was about it. Had a brief, short period of going up at the opening, but immediately started to sell off after that. It got halfway to target number 2 to the downside, which was 181.89. Next up, we've got Rivian. This had a very large move to the downside. Had a brief, just like Apple, brief period going up at the open, then sold off. Was able to sell below target number 2 of 14.85 a share. And then lastly, we had INTC, which also was a good trend down. Was able to go beyond target number 2 to the downside, which was 33.74. So as you can see yesterday, we have more strong trends going down than up, and that makes sense since the market overall was bearish. Okay, so that was the direction where most of the opportunities came up. Now, as far as what's moving pre-market today, let's go over the list. We've got Root, ROOT, which is currently up 50% on 2.1 million shares, trading around $14. So that definitely qualifies for our pre-market radar. So we'll put that on our pre-market watch list. Symbol is ROOT. Next, RNAZ. Okay, this stock currently is trading up about just under, so it's just under the threshold of 6%. It's close enough where I'll go ahead and count it. 2.6 million shares. So it's not moving that much. So this doesn't look like a fantastic opportunity and just barely qualifies anyway. So we'll put that on the radar. RNAZ is the symbol. Okay. Wonder how that got to. All right. So I guess there was someone who traded 320s for a second. Anyway. All right. So next up, we've got Pixie. And Pixie is up 100% right now on 11 million shares. So we'll add that to our radar as well. Symbols PIXY. Pixie. All right, so that's all that I see on my scan right now, but that doesn't mean that's everything. So we're looking for stocks that are NASDAQ stocks, first of all. They have to be only NASDAQ, and they have to be trading at least $1 per share right now. The other two criteria is I need a percent change, like you see up here, that's at least a 6% change, positive or negative. And I need the volume, which you see over here, to be at least 11, for at least 1 million shares traded pre-market. All right, so someone mentioned CDMO. Richard mentioned that. All right, so CDMO down 17%, but only trading 11,000 shares, so that would not be what we want to look at. Let's look for something else. AHI currently trading down 20%, 1.5 million shares. Of course, that was active yesterday. Still trading above $1, so we will put that on our radar as well. AHI is the symbol, and that was one we found yesterday that moved up. Hopefully, it can move up again today, but we'll find out. All right, TALS, yes, that's up 18%. Bob, and 1.5 million shares, so that does qualify. So we'll add that to our radar as well. TALS. Any other stocks that you folks see that are NASDAQ traded stocks, $1 a share minimum, that are trading at least a minimum of 1 million shares in this pre-market session as of right now, and are up or down at least 6%. If you find any other stocks that meet that criteria, let me know in the chat. We'll go ahead and take a quick look at them. Might not be a lot of stocks this morning, folks. I mean, it is kind of slow, but we'll see. But I don't see anything else. All right, so good morning, Phil. So once again, good morning, Phil. So once again, guys, any other stocks besides ROOT, RNAZ, PIXY, AHI, and TALS? These are all stocks that meet the criteria of being NASDAQ stocks, trading at least $1 per share on volume of at least 1 million shares in the pre-market, and have a price change of at least 6% positive or negative. So they're either up over 6% or more or down 6% or more. So if you have any other stocks that meet that criteria, just let me know in the chat, and I will definitely um, take a look at those. All right. So I'm assuming that's it. All right. So we'll wrap up the pre-market pulse for today. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We have a rapidly growing audience, so the more you like videos and subscribe, more people can join. Also refer it to your friends if they're interested in trading stocks, etc. If you're not familiar with our company, be sure to check out fundertrading.com, our website. You will see a link in the chat or in the description of the video. So just be sure to check that out, learn more about how we fund the traders if you don't know already. Otherwise, if you're in our program, I'll see you in the coaching room in about 18 minutes from now. Okay? All right, folks. See you tomorrow. Take care.